Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher's love story is one for the books. They had thousands of miles between them, but they still found a way to make it work. The couple shared countless letters since they met in 1998. They would write each other many letters with stories of all the things they did and talked about that day. Ashton and Mila usually wrote about everyday moments with each other and the things they shared between them. Each letter was filled with love and emotion. In one of Ashton's letters, he wrote about how he wrote Mila a song and how he wanted her to hear it. Mila was surprised and touched at the same time. In another letter, Ashton expressed his feelings on how he knew Mila was the one. Mila responded back saying she felt the same way. In one of Mila's letters, she stated her feelings of not wanting to be apart from Ashton. She expressed the worries of the distance and the longing for him. Ashton wrote back expressing his love for Mila and that he would do whatever it took to be with her one day. The feelings were mutual from both of them. Ashton wrote another letter to Mila about how he wanted to see her again and how they could make their love work despite the distance. Mila responded to him with a love letter talking about how she would do anything for him and how she was lucky to have him in her life. Their letters were a way for both Mila and Ashton to begin their relationship and express their feelings towards one another. Mila wrote another love letter to Ashton where she shared her feelings for him and their plans for the future. She knew they would make it that day. The letters kept the couple in contact and they would write back and forth almost every day. Their relationship started to grow. The letters were for Mila and Ashton to keep in touch with each other when they weren't able to communicate in person often. The couple spoke to each other about how much they missed one another and how they wanted to share special moments together. The letters would express all of the love and emotion Mila and Ashton held for each other. The letters meant the world to them both. Mila and Ashton wrote about how they felt in the letters and how lucky they were to have each other. The couple even wrote about how they were excited to share the future together and how they would make it happen. The couple shared letters when things seemed too difficult for them. They shared moments of comfort and happiness through their letters. The letters that Ashton and Mila shared was all that they needed for their relationship to grow and to become stronger. Mila's letters to Ashton were like a diary of their relationship, and together with Ashton's letters, made their love story even more special. The letters were a sacred thing for the couple, since the letters were the only way they could express emotions when they were apart. The couple even wrote about the troubles that they were facing, but the love in the letters kept them together. The two wrote about how excited they were to see each other again and how they both felt at home in each other's arms. In Ashton's letters, he would write about how he could never imagine life without Mila, and how he loved her unconditionally. In his letters, Ashton would also remind Mila how she was the most amazing person he had ever met and he couldn't imagine his life without her.